Hi,
Hello.
everyone. Welcome back to our
Episode
podcast.
2.
Episode 2.
Yes.
Two. Oh, I feel like a TikToker too.
It's like a 4 though. Like it's 2 twos.
We cut this out.
Just throwing some signs here.
Goodness. So, yeah, welcome back to Talk the Thought, the
That's
podcast. So, very happy to
Yes.
see you back here. Yeah.
Welcome back. Thanks for making it back.
Thanks for
That
watching.
means
Thanks
it
for
wasn't too bad the
subscribing.
first time you listened to us.
Well, yeah, obviously it can't be too bad because they're listening again. Or it was so bad that they're like, let me see if they can fuck it up again.
Level up. Fuck it up or level up.
Or level up. Or level
But yeah,
up.
thanks for being here. We hope we don't disappoint you, and unless you want to be disappointed, then we're glad to disappoint
Then welcome.
you. So
You can stay. If you want to be
Yes, that's
entertained,
it.
you can stay. But as long as you subscribe, we don't care if it's for disappointment or
That's
entertainment. I mean, go
Yeah.
for it.
don't really care.
Don't really care. So yeah, how was your week, Tina? It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Has been a
Don't be
while.
so emotional.
Oh, it has been a week. Yes, but nice to
has
see
been a
you.
week.
Has been a week. So how was your past week?
It hasn't snowed here, but I heard it's been snowing in Europe.
Yeah, true. It's actually snowing. I mean, there is snow outside. It has not been snowing today. It's, it's just kind of in between where it's like warm and cold, and then you have this muddy snow bits outside, but then like it's really funny. But it's pretty. Who doesn't love the snow? Like
I
winter
know.
wonderland. It gives you the kind of right touch and feel for Christmas, don't you think? I mean,
There's going to be a white Christmas this year.
why don't
It
you?
hasn't happened for a while.
Yeah, well,
Why
yeah.
do I not just come home? Yeah.
Yes,
Why
good
don't I?
question. Why don't you just come home? No, I just remembered that there is actually snow in Australia too. So that's actually not too far from Melbourne.
Sure.
There's the mountains, or as the Australians call it, the snow. They're going to the snow.
There is the
It's
snow.
just the snow. But yeah, I was just thinking. It just came to me right now. Why don't you just go there for Christmas to get like into the spirit?
Because
It's expensive, isn't it?
ugh.
I remember it being so
I don't
expensive.
actually know if there's snow during summertime, even up in the mountains.
Oh God, that's
Don't
so
get me wrong,
stupid.
because
Why did I
don't
even
think-
say this? It's
No,
so stupid.
No, it depends. No, I don't even know. They might be high enough to have.
No, it's so stupid because I know for a fact that everyone goes to the snow in July. Why would I even say this? You see, a little disclaimer, I had very less sleep last night. Like I slept, I don't know, I slept 5 hours, which is when you're 30,
That's
it's
nothing.
like, it's nothing. It's like 5
Nothing.
minutes.
Damn.
As we proceed with this episode, 5 hours might become 2. I like to exaggerate sometimes. I only slept 1 hour, by the way, yesterday.
I slept like 5 minutes.
Slept like
5 minutes.
No, I'm really tired. That's why I just got confused for a minute.
Look, I can look it up for sure.
No,
There's
I know for a fact
a
there's no snow.
mountain.
There's a mountain.
that has a bit of snow left there.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, if you remember last year in Australian winter for my 30th birthday,
Oh yeah,
I went to the snow,
True. Yes, I remember.
and guess what was missing?
The snow.
Yeah. Oh, so
Oh, funny.
yeah. Oh no,
Okay.
and then we were trying to go further up the mountain, but they closed the snow resort because of COVID.
Yeah. True. True.
So
True. True.
haven't seen
That's-
snow in a while.
Well, it's time for you to get home. Get your butt over here, lay in snow, and just be like, yes, I made it.
Like a snow angel.
Like a snow
or just
angel.
pee in the snow.
Just pee whatever you want to do, as long as you come over here. I mean, I don't care. you might as well pee in the snow. I don't care. But anyways, back to your week. We kind of drifted off for a little bit. How was your week?
Went to the snow. Look, exciting, super exhausting, as you know all about it.
What do they know? No, it has been.
I tell
you know
you
what
everything that happens.
we tell. Yeah, and the thing is, like, just a little recap for
feel
you
my
guys.
pain.
Yeah, it's really tough to produce a podcast. It's like it's not as easy as we might make it sound and look. It's really tricky to get everything organized and upload those massive files. So it was a bit stressful for us, but that's just
Especially if your internet provider is just...
yeah. Well, that's
It's like with the snow when you go to see the snow, but there's no snow. That's pretty much what happened with my internet.
Yeah, well, your internet provider is really that's just really bad. But anyways, besides all of the hassle, what else has happened?
Well, good news for the business. We applied for a grant, which is like a, financial help that some governments, local governments, even other businesses or organizations offer sometimes. And they had different categories, and we went for the new business category. And
you got it.
Yes, and we put in the application, and you did proofread it. So
it was really nice. I would have been surprised if you did not get the grant, right? Because it was actually, there's nothing. Island pasta, what else would you want? Like it's a new
like pasta done.
Yeah, SP500 done.
How much?
No, I said like being part of the ETF SP500 is coming for you. So we're manifesting big times. Island pasta, watch out for island pasta.
Trying. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Receiving a grant as a fairly new business is super helpful.
Any financial support, I guess.
Oh my God, yes.
So what are you planning to... Oh, money. What are you planning to use this money for?
I'm just going to go out, throw the money in the
Melbourne Casino. Right away.
That's it.
Might as well just buy you...
make more money.
Can't you just buy yourself a ticket home?
I could.
Fuck Australia.
There you go. I might just get me a business card. No, it wouldn't, but...
no, but
I could try.
Like, to be serious, you gotta obviously, stick to the rules and use the money for anything business related. Although, a casino trip might be business related. Might just 100%. Be like an excursion.
And I could use the money to make more money and then pay them the money. But no, anyway. So yeah, I had to put in some quotes. So I did have to let them know what I want to use the money for. So I can't just use it for anything.
Yeah,
be like, oh, my business needs a new MacBook, which it does. Also the newest iPhone. But they would not pay for that. So
and my hair needs to be somewhat presentable because I'm selling the pasta, so I might as well use the money for that. Yeah,
that's
obviously
it.
not.
So so I had to put that in and trying to support local businesses. So like the printer or packaging companies. So yeah, put in those quotes. And
got it granted. So, got the money. Good job. That's really great.
We don't have it yet, but it's supposed to be on the way. So
yeah, fair enough. It's like a delivery guy coming with a basket full of money. It's like, there you go. Your money, princess. Take it, queen. Use it wise. Spend it wise.
Use your crown.
Use your crown. Oh, so funny.
Thanks, now I have two.
I put it to my others. Put it on the shelf next to my others. Oh, so funny. Yeah, no. That's really good news. I guess it's very helpful to not needing to be spending your own money for like a month or two.
That's it.
Because
really great, really happy about it. So that's off the list.
Yeah, tick that box. That's great. What else has been happening for you?
Apart from that, work is busy. It's almost Christmas.
No one cares about work, so skip that part.
I bought two Christmas presents today, probably the only ones I'm going to buy, the only two.
So, Christmas presents. I hate that, to be honest. It's just so stressful. There's people out there that love to go Christmas shopping. I personally, I'm happy my family and I, we kind of established this new rule that we do like Secret Santa every year. And I just find this to be the most easiest and relaxing way of doing Christmas.
100%.
Just, you get your name, you just have we have 20 euros set as a maximum amount you spend for each. And that's quite exciting and relaxing. So I still do have to get a present, to be honest. I have not.
But it's just one, and it's not
one.
4
exactly.
or 5. Yes.
Exactly. It's more about being together, spending the time together. But I can't be bothered. All shops are busy and I can't be bothered. Why? It's just Christmas. It's not that, for me, it's not that big of a deal.
My mom stopped now. That my brother I have a brother and he has 2 children, and since they were born, she was like, okay, so I'm not going to give you presents anymore. We're just going to gift their children presents, which was great. But if you don't have children, but anyway, now my dog gets presents instead of me
so you don't
from
get
my
anything.
mom.
It's like, because your brother, you know, he has some children, so you don't get anything. And we're like, well, that's not my fault.
Mate.
Thank you. But like in general, yes, I think it's so much more exciting to gift to kids than like adults, because you know what, you can buy yourself whatever you want nowadays. Like, of course, you know, there's always things maybe that you cannot afford, and then if parents pull in together, they might just be like, yeah, surprise, great, we all take that, mom, dad,
Mom.
No, you remember that car? No, sorry,
the car.
No, yeah, I think Secret Santa, yeah, like I said, is just so much easier for kids, and it's just so much enjoyable because they're so happy. Like, oh, you know, this little video of this boy getting an avocado gifted, and he's like, he has this little avocado like all wrapped in like Christmas gift paper, exactly.
Wrapping
Sorry,
paper,
sleepy. Yeah. So he's unwrapping it, and he's like, oh, half an hour of sleep last night, I'm telling you. He's unwrapping the avocado and he's like, an avocado, thanks. He's so happy. It's so awesome.
Really?
And you're like, avocado? Really? Although I would be probably quite happy because avocados are pretty expensive. If I get an avocado gift, I would be like, avocado, thanks. Thank you. But yeah, that's the whole Christmas part. So yeah.
Yeah, but kids are not that thankful, let's be honest.
Well, it depends. Like, oh, avocado.
Avocado.
So yeah, that's about Christmas. My week. What about my week?
Yes, tell me.
What have I done? You
told me how to talk to my internet provider. That's what you did.
Yeah, true. Oh goodness, this whole internet situation. No, other than that, during the week, I usually try to keep it quite easy. I'm not meeting with many people because it's funny. Didn't we learn that word the other day? Like an extrovert mixed with an introvert was like a ambivert. An ambivert, isn't it? Let me just fact check it because I don't want to say anything wrong. But an ambivert, I think, is a person who has a balance of extrovert and introvert features in their personality. So I kind of do think I'm an ambivert. And during the week, I need my alone time. I don't want to see anyone. And on the weekend, I tend to meet too many people, and then I need to regain my energy.
You need a break.
Yeah, oh God, it's so. Anyway, so I've done nothing all week other than, you know, working and goodness, my voice and doing some workouts and stuff. But like yesterday, for a change, usually Fridays I keep for myself as well. But I went to a birthday, and it was really crazy because there were so many people I've never seen before, and for everyone else, Berlin has like a population of 4 million people?
Yeah, I think we're over
something
4 million,
almost 4 million. But there was this one girl, and we just talked, and like I was asking her, so what are you doing? Who are you? You know, what are you doing here?
And who the F are you?
You the F are you? And she's like, oh yeah, well, my name, blah, 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 25 years old. And I like to play handball, like, you know. And I was like, oh, okay, handball. Because I used to play handball for like 10, 15 years. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm playing at like Pro Sport. And I was like, what? Pro Sport Berlin 24, which is the team I used to play for like 10 years.
No.
And I was like, what? And she's like talking me about all these people that are still involved that I used to grow up with. Like, it's so crazy. But
that's so nice.
She's 5 years younger, so there's a chance that we actually saw each other. But since she's 5 years younger than me, she was not in the same, obviously, age group. Because my team was divided in age groups, so I was not like...
You were just so much better than her anyway.
And yet, to be honest, I was just too good, and would never been in touch. So,
also, she's in her 20s. Like,
she's 25. No. Excuse me, but like me as a 21-year-old, no.
Yes.
But that was really funny because, I mean, it's not like there's like only one team in all of Berlin. Like, you know, with like there's like hundreds and hundreds of teams, and the chance of meeting someone that has been in the same team is actually very low. And then even
especially in handball, because not many people. I mean, I know it's quite popular.
Yeah. No, but not as popular as like
yes,
soccer or like even basketball and stuff. It's still not as popular. But like the chances are very low that you meet someone that has been in the same team, or at least I do know most of the people that went there. And then she's like, I'm playing at Poshbot. And then she talked about some certain people that used to be my trainers, and they're still, it was crazy. My mind was blown. And like,
Are you going to go see her play and see the people?
No, I won't. I was thinking about like going back to playing handball, but like, I have no time really. I have no time, because if you're involved into team sports professionally, like professional, not as in like you're making money of it, but like, you know, you have those casual groups that meet up and they just might play with each other for like a day in a week, like woo. But like if you actually want to engage into team sport, there will be like matches, there will be training sessions and a set days or tournaments even, and I don't have the time for that, so no, I can't. But maybe one day again.
You're doing a podcast now, so sorry,
I'm busy. And like we established before, I have introvert features, so I like to be alone sometimes. No,
you
but
were an extrovert in your teen years, so that's done.
I am extrovert, like I think until 6 p.m. Everything after is just leave me the F alone.
So good.
You know, these banners for birthdays that say like, please leave by 9. Yeah, that's me.
Oh yeah.
Please leave by 9.
So anything else?
That was just so exciting. That kind of blew my mind yesterday. So that's just like how small is the word actually to meet someone that just knows people that are so 100%. Crazy. Another thing I just remember, so I met a girl at that party too that I haven't seen like in 10 years. So she used to go to school with us. So I have not seen her in 10 years because I obviously was not friends with her. So, but even if there's some friends that I just recently have reconnected that I have not been in touch with the last 10 years. And that's really crazy. Like, you know, how paths sometimes, you know, you go separate ways sometimes, especially after school, you had all these friends and then you know, go separate ways. And then sometimes you lose like touch and don't.
For sure.
You know, don't have a stable friendship anymore after all these years. But then there's a couple of friends that I just met again last year, kind of, and they're one of my closest friends now, which is crazy because they have not been in my life these past years. But then somehow they just made it to be.
That's because I'm not there, though. Right?
Of course, because
obviously. Sorry, friends. No, I'm just
sorry, friends. But I find this very interesting.
No, good girls.
And I found this really nice quote online I wanted to read. Actually, the Wall Street Journal had published that one. So it's like, it says, the idea of reconnecting with someone who knew me when I was just starting out seemed like a powerful way to feel grounded. And it kind of does. You kind of feel like back to the roots, back to the nostalgia of being like a little child or like a teen. And we find us always talking about the old days.
We do now, don't we? Oh, like our parents.
Yeah, I really do like that. So that was a special moment for me too yesterday, like a realization how it's really nice to sometimes reconnect. Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes you path ways because there's a reason for it, and you just, you know, you've been friends for like a certain amount of years, and then you outgrow yourselves. Maybe, I don't know. But
some people are just supposed to be in your life for a certain amount of time. That's it.
But sometimes it's maybe worth to reconnect with people that you have not talked to for a while.
Yeah.
Sometimes that was really nice. Oh, and what else I've done this week? So I've been wanting to rewatch Sex and the City for a while, but you can't really watch it online. There's like, you have to pay for it, and it's really annoying. So
what do you mean you have to pay for it?
I mean, no, not like. I mean, I'm paying for Netflix. I have like Disney Plus. I have like Amazon Prime. So I'm already paying for subscriptions, and I was hoping to find like Sex and the City there too, but I don't. This Thursday, they actually released their new season. So I wanted to rewatch the old episodes to kind of, you know, check what happened and how they like proceeded with the story.
So does it just like where the old season finished, it kind of just goes straight into the new season? Like how does
I don't know. You know, no, I have not watched it. So it kind of, you know, it stopped like at season 5, 6, whatever. And then there were these 2 movies that they'd done like a couple years later. And then there was just like this big break now for like 10 years. I don't know. The thing I noticed, and I read about this too, like shows like Sex and the City and as well as Friends, which I have rewatched as well last year or this year, I don't know. they have not really aged well. Slut shaming, body image. With Friends, for example, one of those main characters, Monica, she's like this really beautiful woman. But like back in high school days, apparently her character was like very obese, very fat.
True.
That's how they call her. They call her like, Monica, you've been fat. And it's like, they're constant fat jokes. It's just, these episodes are like 20 minutes long and they have to be quick jokes. And back in the 90s, body shaming someone, making jokes out of the way they look. There was a quick joke, you deliver fast, bam, haha, everyone is laughing. But as much as I love Friends, it kind of is like, it's weird to look at those shows and be like, oh, that was acceptable. That was socially acceptable to body shame someone. Like, they make it a joke. Those are things I noticed with 90s shows. And even Sex and the City, there's another scene I would like to talk about. In the movie, I think it's the first movie or second movie. And I just watched it the other day with my friends, and we were kind of shocked because I think this movie came out in like 2007, 8.
I think that's the only movie I watched. I'm not a Sex and the City person.
Really? Oh, it's really, actually, it's quite nice.
It's not that I'm not a fan. I just never really watched it. And then I felt like it was too late to get into it. And then I just watched, I think, the first movie.
I don't know if it's really something, I don't know if you would like it now, like if you have watched it back in the days.
No, I feel like
there's so much to talk about when it comes to Sex and the City. But yeah, the first movie was released in 2008. So there is this thing, Samantha, one of the main characters, she's apparently not getting any sex anymore. I don't know, she's in a relationship and she's not happy. So she's starting to eat more, obviously, to compensate that lust. And there's this one scene, she's meeting her friends at an apartment or party, I don't know, and she's wearing this really short top where you can see a little bit of her belly, just a little bit. And I don't know, I can't even see anything, or maybe there's like a little, like it looks like she's just bloated. Yeah. But then her friends are all like, oh God, Samantha, you're really letting yourself go. Look at you, what's happening?
What the hell?
We all looked at each other, we're like, what? She looks like she maybe gained a kilo. What? You can't even tell. Like, why is this even made? Why do they have to acknowledge that in the movie? Like, what? She's not even. She has not even gained any weight. So
that wouldn't happen now, would it? Like, I don't think that would be appropriate.
No, when it comes to body shaming, especially, like, this is just body positivity is like this one of those main things, and you wouldn't see that nowadays. But it's just you watch those series, and it's just really. Really bad.
Well, when I was saying before that, it wouldn't be appropriate nowadays anymore. And then I was thinking, well, actually, no, that's wrong, because I'm not sure if you watched it, but Selling Sunset.
Oh, it's in my watch list. Yeah, I have not watched it yet.
Yes, so Selling Sunset on Netflix, a bunch of very successful real estate agents. And it's fun to watch. It's less about real estate, more about gossip and drama.
Yeah,
whatever's going on there. It's interesting though. I mean, it's someone else's life. It's always interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
And one of the, I guess the all main characters there, she she's pregnant now. Well, not anymore. But and they all look stunning. Like, my God, they look so stunning. Fake a bit, but I guess that's just what it is on TV.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, so she had the baby, and I think she had a C-section. And then they show her, a week or 2 weeks after I think 2 weeks after she had the baby. You would never, ever think.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
She had a baby, and which, look, wow, good on her. Even though she said she had quite a
but there's some conspiracies about that
going on.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, there's some conspiracies that she actually was never pregnant, that she kind of just staged the whole thing, even though there's Instagram posts of her being pregnant.
Yes.
But like they kind of think that she actually had a surrogate and did not deliver herself, which is, I don't know, why would you hide that? I don't know why this is a big deal. Just be honest about that. But apparently there's really conspiracies. What's her name again? Christine Selling Sunset. There is definitely a conspiracy. It's really funny.
Wow. Yeah, well, the thing is, I mean, yeah, let there be a conspiracy theory. The thing is that, like, all they talk about afterwards, like the other girls, is like, oh my God, you look like you've never been pregnant, and oh my God, look at her body looks so good, and I'm like, wow, that's don't get me wrong, but you are kind of a bit of a role model to
100%. Yeah.
younger women. Oh, just in general, women. And then, just a very unexpected.
I mean, on the other hand, just defend her a little as well, even though I totally agree with everything. But there are these women, of course, that just look like they've never been pregnant. And why do they have to hide, and be like, oh, look, there's nothing I can do. It's just the way I look.
It's not. Like, she doesn't do anything wrong, and she doesn't have to hide anything. Like, she can go for it and just show everything off. It's more the other ones talking about it, and obviously the producers showing it. Like,
of course, but this is just, I know
that's what I mean.
Body image once again. It's sad. So I was actually hoping that this would not be happening nowadays, but Exhibit A, it is happening.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. So I would definitely let you know how this new season is going. Like if there's anything.
I'm gonna look at the conspiracy theory.
Yeah, there's some conspiracies that it was a fake pregnancy whatsoever, and she actually never gave birth.
But then do we care? Anyway, we'll find out.
Actually, we don't care, but we still watch it. That's a whole phenomenon about keeping up with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
I mean, people just watch it because it's just simple. And that's, you don't need to think, and it's just very entertaining. But yeah, very, very interesting. But this whole body image thing kind of reminds me about the other thing I wanted to talk about today.
Yes.
It's like Google just published a page called Year in Search where they published everything that has been searched on Google globally throughout the whole year. I am worthy, I am loved. In 2021, the word searched for affirmations more than ever before. And I find this really inspiring because we both actually preach all the time that starting your day with positive affirmations really does change the way you feel. To just be I don't know, I feel great today. I am good. I'm a good person. I am happy. I am, just all these positive affirmations that make you feel empowered and make you feel good. It does really make a difference. So important. I have friends that told me that they would stand in front of a mirror and just be like, you're pretty, you're awesome, look at you, kind of pushing your own confidence a little.
And just smile at yourself.
Smile at yourself, or maybe make yourself smile by making funny faces. I don't know. It's just whatever, but affirmations, I like that. I like that people, a lot of people searched for how to do affirmations, or in general looked for affirmations. So really interesting.
Also very interesting. Something else that's been very high here. Oh, how to maintain mental health.
Oh, wow. Yeah. The same thing. Once again, an overall theme when you scroll through that page is mental health, feeling good about yourself. I don't know. I have not checked this review the past years. I don't even know if Google ever published those reviews. I've not known about it, but maybe they did. But I really like that there's a kind of change in mentality. Maybe it's due to COVID because people really struggled mentally, being locked at home or being away from family and everything. So people were maybe taking care of themselves a little or looked more into it, because there were even other things such as body positivity. Around the world, body positivity was searched at record highs.
Crazy.
It's great to see. But then you have all these great artists now, like Lizzo, for example, that are just embracing that they're curvy, and they're just I love myself regardless if you love me. I love myself for who I am. So I really like this overall theme. What else is in there? Can just have a quick look.
How to start a business.
I mean, Tina, look at you.
But I guess, so many people, they were either let go of their job, or they realized that the job that they had was just not what they wanted to have. I feel like a lot of people just changed.
I mean, even this whole opportunity of home office. Offices, the opportunity has that whole home office thing has changed everything, has changed the game big time. And now maybe you see the benefits of it. Obviously, yes, it can keep you a bit you desocialize after a while as well, which is once again not a problem I'm having.
No.
But I mean, it can be mentally difficult. But sorry. Yeah, what did I want to say? I don't know. Home office.
Home office. I actually read. There's some good TikTokers out there. But there's been also people who working from home. I guess the thing is that as long as the workload or the work is finished at the end of the day, it's this whole
it doesn't really matter.
Do you do that in 8 hours a day kind of thing? And some people just realize they work much quicker from home, and they actually took on a second job while working full time because they just had time for it. So, I mean, good on them. Then again, a lot of people couldn't because they had to take care of their kids. So,
that's a whole another story. But and I just remember what I wanted to say. It's like people might have just looked for other jobs now that do offer this home office opportunity, even though a lot of companies kind of switch to digital and be like more home office friendly, but there's still jobs out there that did not offer that. So maybe people were like, oh, I'm looking for like a different way to go about my work. Because me as someone, like, I'm in home office since more than a year, not been to the office since October last year. And then again before, I think I went to the office for like 2-3 months. But I do enjoy it because, look, there's like a spare 5 minutes. You like, your mind is full. You like it's all crowded up there. You're blocked. You don't know what to do. Especially me as a graphic designer. Sometimes you just need to be able to switch off and just refresh. You do your laundry quickly. Get that done. And, by the end of the day, like at 5 p.m. where you finish, you did not only get your job done, but at the same time, you get all your errands done. You're done with the day. Maybe you have to do grocery shopping or whatever. Fair enough. But you can get all of the things done already and be like, it's 5 p.m. I'm done. And I love that. But once again, what you just said before, there's other people, and I have some friends of mine that struggled because they have like kids that go to school. So a friend of mine, she has like a teenage son, and it's such an important age. I mean, it is difficult as well for any age group. Like if you're like in first grade or second grade, I know it probably was hard for you, but it's especially hard for this kind of age group that's already like in puberty and trying to go against everything anyway. So it's really hard to make them sit down at home where they have their PlayStation next to them and be like, you gotta learn now, you gotta practice now, you gotta do your homework. My friend had just a very horrific time, and it was horrible. So
my boss used to say, I think every day she'd be like, oh yeah, my daughter, I don't know, maybe 12 or 13. I'm sure she's just, on her iPad surfing the darknet. I'm like, yeah, cool, nice.
The darknet, beautiful, but that's just goodness. That's very stressful. So I can imagine that people struggle a lot mentally with that situation.
100%.
So I hope that most of them got the help. I mean, obviously, if you search for it on Google, you were hopefully trying to get a result. So maybe I hope they found it. Really do. But like, back to the business thing, which is very exciting too. So obviously people want to swap, they want to change jobs, they want to do something else because they realize in like a lockdown, whatever, that they're not happy with their situation. So I think you're quite the expert on it because, I mean, you obviously done this yourself, but what are the opportunities online to actually educate yourself? Like, I think you took classes and stuff, didn't you? Or you did as much as you could.
I think that was great about the lockdown, that there were so many more things available online for free. And I have no idea, maybe before you would have to pay for it.
Maybe.
Or you would have to go to like you can't say webinar, but like you'd have to go to a course. And you'd have to travel there after work. And now it's just like from home, and a lot of them were offered for free, which is great. Because then again, a lot of people lost their job. So, so good. There were so many, and it didn't just help me in like building a business or empire, but
empire, as we like to call it.
Let's just call it empire. But also my job in helping other businesses, it was just really good in being able to give a bit more advice and support. So yeah, that was really great. And I guess like life is just online now. So many things. Like it's just finding.
I mean, you can actually do anything. Like there's this platforms like Skillshare where you can obviously pay for it. You can learn anything on Skill, but even just YouTube. Like there's people building houses on YouTube. You can actually learn how to build a house on YouTube.
You
So,
wanna try?
you know, no, I don't want to. I will ask my dad because he will do it for me. And that's all I need. That's all I need. So, yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, no, so that's been a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
In terms of learning things online.
So it's interesting. People seem to be educating themselves more this year. Like according to this Google list that I'm looking at, it's very interesting. Another thing that has been searched way more. Yeah. Another thing that has been searched way more than ever before was like soulmate, the word soulmate. So that's really interesting. And there's like a little thing here that Google just like a little caption. It says like, whether you believe your soulmate was born 139 days after you, or that they are bespectacled wizard, this year soulmate was searched more than ever before across the globe. So it's 139 days after. I tried to research it. Apparently there's a TikToker who said like, your soulmate is born 139 days after you were born. I'm like, well, what? That is very stupid. Like, what? Your soulmate has been born, according to this TikToker, 139 days after you were born. But just like, what? So yeah,
so
Dang. You're the older one, and that just I know. I mean, but then, I don't get it.
If my soulmate was born 130 days after me, so then what about their soulmate? That's obviously not me.
Yeah, I mean, it makes absolutely no sense, but I know it has been it went viral, and there's a lot of people that were talking about it. So, I mean, apparently it went viral because Google is talking about it. But another thing about soulmates, I don't know if you ever heard that theory, why we're constantly chasing for our soulmates, because apparently that's a story. Like when God created us, he created like a universe, created like a person that was actually two in one. So we were always two souls connected in one body. And then at one point, I don't know the exact story. Once again, we should start fact checking before we tell any stories.
Because we don't know what we're saying before.
But so apparently at one point, the body gets split in two and then put into different places in the universe and on the earth. So since we've been born or created as
I've never heard of that.
Two in one, apparently that's why we keep having that urge to find our soulmate, because we feel like we're missing a part of us, because we're always like losing a half or missing a half. We always feel like we're missing a half. It's a theory I read about online. I can just quickly look it up, but it's really interesting. Soulmate theory. Let me see what Google is saying.
We can take the quiz to find out what the top trending thing the world wanted to create this year was.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what was the top trending thing the world searched to create this year? And I can tell you, we thought about it too.
TikTok? I don't know.
No, it's a PDF.
A podcast?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, multiple choice. It's a PDF, NFT, or URL.
Freaking hell, NFTs, I don't get them. I wish I could. I mean, I do get it.
They've been around since 2014.
Yeah, I know they have been. It's like wow, same time as crypto, kind of like this big boom. But NFTs, I know for everyone that doesn't know what an NFT is, but like, it's like these pieces of art. It's like actually just pixel art, you could even say, that you can purchase, and it kind of becomes its own currency as well, doesn't it? Somehow.
Well, you can even runs on Ethereum, so
so it runs on but for everyone that doesn't know, Ethereum is like a cryptocurrency. So it's actually valuable, and people, they're buying, like they can buy a logo, and that is like an NFT. So they buy this NFT, and might be.
They started making headlines this year for a tweet that was sold for 2.9 million. So NFTs can be, or even real estate.
Yeah, but how does it work? And that's something I don't understand. Look, if I want to invest my money, and buy an ETF, I get it that the ETF is growing its value because there's so many companies involved growing this ETF. But with an NFT, I don't get it. Like, because I could create an NFT. I could create like a little cat, have like a cat graphic, put it on an NFT platform, and someone could buy it. But how does it grow in value? I don't understand it.
Well, that's something that we need to find out, and maybe you should create a cat NFT, and we should put it out there. And
you know
then
what?
We'll see.
You know what? I was actually thinking if this podcast does well in a year or whatever, our nice banner could be a NFT itself, because it's a really
There
nice
you
created
go.
piece of art. And but that makes sense if you have certain following, like let's just say you're Leonardo DiCaprio. Who else would you want to be? Yeah.
Yes.
And you have a big following. Oh no, what would be better example? I don't know his name. The artist that always leaves this really nice paintings on the wall and just, no one ever knows how he does it.
Banksy.
You don't know. So Banks, yeah, exactly. Let's just say,
yes.
Sorry, I couldn't remember for a minute. Let's just say he creates a digital piece of art of his paintings.
I'm surprised he
and
hasn't.
sells
We don't know yet, but I don't
maybe
think
he should be doing it, but he has a following. So I get it that people would want to buy it and want to have this one unique piece of art. So that's another thing with NFTs. NFTs are unique pieces of digital art. So if Banksy, for example, is like, I create a unique piece of NFT, I get it that this would create a high value because people would want to have it. But why would anyone be interested in my own NFT as me, Cindy, being a nobody? I don't get it. I don't understand it. And that's something I'm not getting yet. And that's why I cannot jump on NFTs yet, because I don't understand it fully.
They gain value mainly based on speculation and scarcity.
Yeah, but who is speculating on my cat picture? You know what I mean? Yes, you would, but I get it that people would be speculating on Banksy because he's an artist that people admire. And
I checked, he hasn't done any NFTs yet. There's been a fake one, but he should.
It will.
Wow, I'm surprised.
And it would be $1 million thing, easily. It would be gone for that's what I'm saying. But I don't understand why everyone can create NFTs, because we cannot just create an ETF. We cannot just go on the market that's just not happening. Why is NFT offering each one of us the chance to go and speculate?
I don't know, but I do think it's really interesting, and we should look into it a bit more.
It is 100% interesting. I do really want to know more about that too. And
yes, and I really do want you to make a cat NFT and sell it.
I could make a cat NFT of Zora. Maybe people want to buy. But I get it. Let's just say in a year's time, you have a certain amount of subscribers. People are actually a fan. You have a fan base. If you then create an NFT, people are like, oh, I want to have it because there's one unique piece of art that I would like to have. But I don't understand why.
But they need to be, no offense, they need to be in a certain age group as well.
Yeah, of course. But you know what I'm saying, though. If you're popular, people actually would want to buy this one piece of art of you. That I get it, but why am I able to do that myself now? I don't understand it. But this is something really interesting, and NFTs is definitely a topic that we want to talk about in the future as well, because it's so interesting. We don't understand it. Maybe our viewers understand it and can help us. Anyways, that's so interesting. What else has been searched for the most in one thing that actually had me shook. I did not know about it, and I thought I'm reading the news. Did you know that Daft Punk broke up?
Yes, of course I did.
I completely missed that. Yes. When did they break up?
I don't know, mid-year or so, but then they haven't really released any music. So it was
they haven't really released in ages.
So I think it was just telling their fans that there's not going to be any touring or so, or any new albums happening. So fans don't wait for it. But
Daft Punk, that's an era. That's an era ending there, right? I love Daft Punk, but I completely, I don't know, missed out on this news. I didn't hear. I think
their music is always modern.
Because this electronic beats are I love Daft Punk. Oh goodness. Yeah, it had me sad when I read that. I was like, what? Another thing, apparently a lot of people Googled that Meghan and Harry interview. I mean, I watched it fully. Did you ever watch it?
No.
I watched it fully. It was so interesting. Goodness gracious. But people love that. So once again, people love the drama. They do not really care about the people behind it, but they care about the drama. But there's heaps on this list. Lot of things you can look up. It's very, very interesting.
It's by month as well, I think.
Yeah, by month. Oh, true. I'm just looking. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah. Another thing I'm just noticing as well, sustainability. It has been a big topic.
Climate change, always.
Climate change. So you
Yes.
see, I really like the shift that is happening. I mean, it's about time. Climate change is not just a thing that happened yesterday. It's actually the last, 30, 40 years. We should have done much more than we're actually doing. But I do like the shift that's happening in people's minds, that people are just more careful now, looking like maybe even reduce the amount of meat they're eating. They're trying to buy groceries maybe like from sustainable companies and all these little things.
Yes.
I really like that shift. It's very interesting, and I can see it in my own circle of friends. Like, yeah, people are really trying.
Yes.
Some of them turned for example, I turned vegetarian this year, which I thought would never happen. But even if I have friends that like to eat meat, but I just try to be more reasonable with it. Like, don't be too excessive, because they're like, okay, I might just not eat meat every day, but like try to reduce it, or like.
And even if you do eat meat, like, which is fine.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But like, what's in your meat? What's in
exactly,
there?
Check. What's the company behind that product? Yes. Like, Seaspiracy, this whole thing, that had me shook. That's actually, Seaspiracy is the reason why I turned vegetarian. So before, there's a life prior Seaspiracy, and there's only a life after, because, yeah.
I have a huge fly flying around, sorry.
Goodness, all these flies are trying to attack. Well, maybe she wants to say hi. Hi, McFly.
Hi, McFly.
Hi, McFly. Seaspiracy really had me shook because, these little blue labels on your tuna can?
Yes.
That tell you like, oh, this fish has been sourced sustainably. This tuna has been no dolphins have been harmed. No turtles have been harmed. And you're like, okay, I trust these companies.
Yeah,
I'm happy to pay a few cents, maybe €1 more or $1 more, but I'm happy to buy those because this little label kind of, assures me that everything has been.
Well, that's why it's on there, right? I mean.
Exactly. And then you watch Seaspiracy and you're like, people just have to pay money to get that label. They don't have to. They don't even get checked. There's companies out there that are killing sharks and turtles because it's like a mass fishing and they can't really check their nets. And there's so many dolphins and turtles and, it makes me so angry. And at the end of the day, they still get that label because, no one has time to check.
So then, but then whose fault is it? I mean, it's the company.
A lot of people's fault.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of people's fault. And it's really sad. It has me in this mindset, and that's why I turned vegetarian, where I'm like, if I'm not living in a sea town where like the grandpa next door is fishing every day and brings home that fish and I eat that fish, I won't eat fish, because I know for a fact, I assume that this little dude is fishing responsibly and is like not mass sourcing and mass killing animals. Seaspiracy has been goodness everywhere, as well as Squid Games. I kind of expected Squid Games to be in here.
True, also not in here.
Also not in it. Besides,
but maybe people just didn't necessarily have to Google for it.
Yeah, that's very, very true. So
I love that this year "Love You" in sign language was searched more than ever before.
Yeah,
that's very nice.
Yeah, we gotta include everyone, huh? Like even with sign languages. And also
Pride events near me searches increased by 5,000% worldwide in 2021.
People are now more comfortable with their identity. There's still so much society has to do, of course. Still so much that needs to be done. I mean, we speaking as like people that are not really involved, so we can't really share our opinion on it. Well, not only to a certain degree, but like, I feel like people can just be who they want to be, and I hope that
let them be
society,
who they want to be.
Like let them be. I think even Switzerland finally legalized gay marriage this year as well. Yeah, so goodness gracious, like welcome to 2021. Like it has been time,
isn't it? Remember when that happened in Australia? We were both still here, and there was this elderly couple that said if that law goes through, they're going to
leaving.
get divorced. Which we should check
there was
if they did.
there was a very weird vibe. When was it? Like maybe 2017? Can't remember.
Yeah, it's not too long ago, isn't it?
I have a very interesting story to tell about that day, because that day I remember it was very raining on Phillip Island. It was very rainy. So I went to this $1 shop and I didn't have an umbrella. So I need to get an umbrella. So I went to this dollar shop and I bought myself a rainbow colored umbrella, because I didn't even think about the big announcement that day, but I loved the rainbow color. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I want to wear that. I want to carry an rainbow umbrella with me. So as I was walking around, I was walking down the main street. There was people driving past and they gave me the baddest looks. And then it clicked for me. I was like, oh, true. There was this big announcement. And I was like, well, here you go. Look at my umbrella. But people were like very judgy. But then again, Phillip Island, just for everyone else, goodness, I just hit the microphone, but sorry, has like a very small population. So, small population is usually
elderly population,
very elderly, close-minded. So
in some aspects, yes.
You have that everywhere, like going to a little town in Germany.
You don't even know. There's this guy now. He moved to Phillip Island a couple of months or so ago, or a year ago. And he decided that he wanted to paint his house in rainbow colors.
Oh, I heard about that. Yes.
And that did not go down well with his neighbors, because they were like, no, it's going to, put down our house prices and everything. Oh, he coped a lot of crap from those people. Poor him.
I think I saw an Instagram reel or TikTok.
He was on the news and everything, but people
it was like, everywhere.
My God, like there's houses that look so much worse. Like, let him just freaking paint it in rainbow colors. Like, it's gonna be so much fun walking past that with your children and be like,
I'd love that.
Rainbow colors. And from there, you can then explain the rest.
Yeah, definitely. What I wanted to say, I saw on TikTok or Instagram Reel or something, there was like a guy that had like this pride flag outside, and every day he would wake up, the flag would be either destroyed or like burnt down. So every day he's like, I'm going to put up a bigger flag. And every day he just puts up an even bigger flag and even bigger. He's like, you don't put me down. And it's so funny, but it's actually, it's sad at the same time.
It is sad, but it's good that he doesn't,
he's fighting back. So,
not everyone would do that though. So,
no, I mean, it's still very bad for gay people in general, the LGBTQ community. Plus, I forgot the plus, but like for this community, it's still not as easy as it is for us, and I do hope that there's change happening. Like,
yes, and we just had a bachelorette in Australia. Brooke, beautiful human being. So, she is bisexual. So she had men and women on the show, which was very interesting.
I'd love to see that.
So good to see that on TV. And also she's a First Nations, so that's even representing more than just the bisexual community. So great. And I just love that it was on TV, on just prime time TV. So
it's a very important
things are changing.
Niche. So did she end up finding love?
Yeah, she did, and they're still dating. And I think she's, apart from like being the bachelorette, but quite down to earth. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I just know her from
it's
Instagram,
really nice.
I guess, but
can you imagine, like, we watched Bachelor and stuff when we were like teens as well, like in Germany, like, but can you imagine being a girl that identifies with Brooke, being bi, and then seeing that kind of person in the public eye advertising her sexuality and be like, hey, I'm open to both sides and I love everyone, and then just having that on like prime time TV.
Like, she's gonna be such a great role model to all those younger, not just younger, I mean even her age or even older, but especially the younger generation. Yes,
I love that. That's really nice. Oh wow,
really good,
really nice.
Yeah.
Well, that sums up everything kind of that happened, right? So that's really interesting.
I know.
Well, I'm glad we talked about that. So I think it's about time for us to wrap up this episode, because I think we've been going quite a bit.
We can go on forever.
We can go on forever, but you know
then
what?
We need sleep, so I mean, Let's
and
be honest.
people in average, people click off a YouTube video after 5 minutes. So, and for
Well,
this,
if you made it, you're welcome. Again.
Thank you. You're our number one fan. Thanks
Thank you
so
for
much.
letting us disappoint you.
Thank you for letting you Yeah. Oh, what? Letting us disappoint you. Once again, I only slept 10 minutes yesterday.
At the end, it was 8 hours, but it doesn't feel like it.
No, it doesn't feel like it. Goodness, no. I'm old. Like, you see, I'm having, it's a busy weekend for me too. So lack of sleep last night, then a friend is coming over in less
than an hour.
In less than an hour. Oh my God. And then I'm meeting friends for dinner tomorrow. Look, I'm going to be exhausted. This is it.
You are.
This is it.
Monday is going to feel like a holiday. Yeah.
I might as well just take off. Yeah, well,
thanks. It's time for our little question or statement.
Oh, yeah, true.
I mean, like it's so fitting today.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, please. What's so the deep question?
Oh, well, today I will forgive myself for one thing I have been holding on to from my past.
Going to Australia? Sorry. It's just the best thing.
We're not holding back anymore. So yeah, today I will forgive myself for one thing. I'm not going to freaking forgive myself that.
What am I forgiving myself? So, sorry, like today I will forgive myself
for one thing I have been holding on to from my past. Ooh,
I think for me it is really Australia, like, and it's something like maybe next time we talk about it, and definitely we will probably in 1 or 2 episodes when we kind of reflect on everything on our growth this year. We're going to go all in. But yeah, for me, there has been lots of emotions and kind of trauma, I would even say, that I had to work on. And I do have to forgive myself sometimes for decisions I made that I do deem as harmful sometimes.
Mm-hmm. To yourself.
Really interesting. I talked to a guy the other day about this whole situation. It was actually on a date, so it was really good.
There you go.
And he had a very neutral way of looking at my situations back in Australia, where I was like, wow, okay, I did not see it this way. So I feel like I'm still very emotionally guided, and I admit I am. Like, Australia is still like a big emotional wound for me, and it has not healed yet. But I do have to forgive myself. Like, everything has been a lesson that kind of brought me here now, and I'm very happy where I am.
Podcast.
So to this podcast, and I'm very happy with it. So that's for me. I don't know. That just came up to my mind, but it's a really tricky question to answer like that.
You talked the thought, right?
Talk the thought. So what came up to your mind? Or what comes up to your mind? I don't know. It's tricky. It's very deep.
I don't know. I think the first thing that came up was guilt. And it's definitely some childhood trauma that is gonna take years to talk about.
Yeah.
Feeling guilty for things that were never my fault.
Yeah. Because you're made to feel guilty sometimes by 100%. Decisions that you have not done, but your parents maybe have done for you. Or
parents, friends, things, family,
partners, whatever.
So many things. So I
guess today, you know what? We're forgiving ourselves today. We're forgiving ourselves for what we're feeling. Does not mean it's away. It's just going away tomorrow. But it's a step. It's a step into 2022. Forgiving ourselves. You might have to
forgive yourself again for the same thing. But it's a step.
You might have to forgive yourself for listening to this podcast today.
Yeah, you might have to forgive us for making you listen to it.
I mean, okay, well, goodness, but that's great. Thank you for that card. That's really nice. Wow, I think I have to really think about it a bit more.
Well, yeah, I think I have to in my sleep now.
I have to actually get myself cleaned up because I get like, oh God, it's wow. Well,
you only
thanks
had
again,
like 3
guys.
minutes of sleep, so I mean, come on.
I had like 0 sleep. I actually just pulled an all-nighter, so
yes, you look pretty good for that.
Yeah, well, because I have this nice ring light that makes
Sure.
me look
What do
great.
you
but
mean
other
you have a ring light?
no, I don't have a ring light.
I
That's
thought
me,
your
my
skin is
natural
just
being.
naturally-
Flawless, you mean? Oh,
It
yeah,
is.
It is. So, well, that has been episode number 2.
Yay, done.
Woo!
Wow, guys.
See you in a week again. And thanks for joining us again. And yeah,
And
bye.
can't wait to disappoint you again.
And once again, Tina, I really like that you said that the other day. Drink your water.
Drink your water. Forgive yourself.
Forgive yourself. And see you next week.
Bye. Bye.